Hey, it's Justin, and this is my top 10 chronological neo-noir. Starting with number 1 in 1974, Chinatown, directed by Roman Polanski, written by Robert Towne, starring Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway, and John Huston. Beautifully tells the story of 1937 Los Angeles in that very noirish way that Roman Polanski paints it. The town has been shot in countless noir and countless films, but is told in widescreen, in color, from a 1970s point of view. Very excellent way to start any list, as well as any journey. Number 2 brings us to 1976, which is a little bit darker and not as obvious with the good guy, bad guy. We follow Travis Bickle in his way after coming back from the Vietnam War. He is a cab driver in New York City and has an existential crisis through the movie. It's very influenced by previous noirs of that solo character, that Sigma male almost, who does their own thing in the world and doesn't really have their place. It is very dark, but it's very influential, especially if you're a big fan of 2019's Joker. Thief from 1981 is another film along the lines of that noir category of it's a criminal trying to do one big heist so they don't have to do it anymore. And James Caan gives a wonderful performance, and it's been talked about before by the Doctor. Blowout from 1981, which is very noir in its storytelling, influenced by giallo like Dario Argento, as well as horror films, and spoofing them from the sound man's point of view of witnessing a murder and trying to figure it out. It has that aspect of a murder mystery with a Sherlock Holmes point of view, which has that noirish aspect of a obsessed person trying to unsolve a conspiracy where most people don't see one. Or, more importantly, don't care, if you know. Blade Runner from 1982 rounds up our top 5 here in chronologically because it would have been much more of a film noir movie had Raiders of the Lost Ark not come out the year before. Harrison Ford was so sick and tired of consistently, thank you, wearing this hat every single shot. So he said, no hats, meaning Deckard didn't have a hat. What could have been, does it matter? Just a fact, fun fact, yay. 6, David Lynch comes in and does his dreamlike neo-noir, Blue Velvet, which isn't for the faint of heart, but it turns it from a very surrealist point of view and requires multiple viewings and very, very, very close inspection of what the director is doing. But a lot of fun if you're up for the challenge. Who Framed Roger Rabbit in 1988 is Robert Zemeckis' take on animation and film noir from the perspective of kids. This was based off a book, and it is very well done. Robert Zemeckis would go on to do, after this, the Back to the Future trilogy. He would complete that. He also did Castaway, Beowulf. Robert Zemeckis has always been around, one of those very influential people during the last 20, 30 years. Deep Cover from 1991 is a movie that the Doctor previously mentioned. It's fantastic. Just go watch it. The Big Lebowski, comedy film noir, which the Doctor also mentioned. And finally, Drive from 2010 is our neon noir, which I often parallel with Thief, character-wise, between Ryan Gosling and James Caan. Very similar. So that's the top 10 neo-noir. I'm Justin. Thank you so much